Hey everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. So bit of a late one and late start in Melbourne for me and Big Boss tonight, but here we are. So good to be back. I've been offline for a few days because I've been away again. But it's good to get back into the sim. So. And get flying again. So here, we're here on the ground at a place called Kern Valley or Kernville in California, and we're going to do a bit of GA flying for a couple of hours up to Yosemite, and a few other places. A place called Mariposa. So this is the FS Reborn M500, which I've literally just purchased. It was about 50 Australian dollars, and I've had a little bit of a look around it there for the last maybe the last 45 minutes to an hour, and so far it looks pretty good. So you can't see, but Big Boss Robinson is beside me. I'll bring him in shortly. He's not showing up on my stream at the moment, but I can see on his that the two planes are close by, and also the FS or the M500 comes with or ships with the Firefly Air livery, which is just amazing. That's brilliant, and we're going to be doing. There was a new monthly schedule released a few days ago, and we're going to be doing some of the GA bush legs out of that monthly schedule. So 4 or 5 for Firefly Air. So obviously we're going to stick to this livery. So yes, that's pretty good. So what we'll do is I'll get Big Boss on the line shortly. But if you haven't had a look or even like read reviews or anything on the FS500 FSR 500. I would suggest that you do, because there's going to be a bit of a steep learning curve with this aircraft. I think, particularly for me, I'm more used to flying airliners, and there's a lot of stuff comes with it, you know. And I'll give you a little bit of a snippet shortly, but there's a lot of stuff. So I'm sort of looking forward to off stream kind of getting stuck into this and just, you know, learning a bit more about it. And there's that Big Boss there. Learn a bit more about it and seeing how it go, because it's like there's a lot of stuff from what I've seen so far. So yeah, so okay, so what we'll do is I'll bring in Big Boss here. Let's get the wee box on the go, and let's see if he is ready. We'll go. Hello.
So, MDA, are you good to go?
Well, good to get started. I wouldn't say good to go. So, I was just in a quick intro on the M500. One of the things I'm going to pre-caveat all this with is this is the first time that we've flown these, or this plane. Mm-hmm. Things will not be correct. Tests will be skipped. Things will break. You know, the laws of flight
Some
dynamics.
would say things have already broken.
Oh yeah,
actually.
The laws of flight dynamics will be blatantly ignored, and you know, not challenged, just ignored. So yeah, so don't pay out on us for, you know, not following. I haven't even read the manual yet, so
no.
We'll see how we go.
But I mean, who does? You know, like you buy a new game, who reads the manual? You know, long gone are those days of, you know, sitting on the bus away home.
I still do. I mean, I don't, not before you play. Like I still do, you know, afterward. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I used to do that. Or when we used to go down to game.
Yes.
And get, you know, whatever the new game was, and then I would take the bus back and I would read the manual.
Sit and read the box and,
you know.
Yep. Study the map.
But these just aren't things now, you know. Manuals don't exist really anymore. They're like a wee sort of leaflet now that you get with it.
Yeah, that's right.
I used to you know, essentially read the entire cover to cover manual on the way back for preparation for starting whatever game it was. So,
I did the same, and then I did for what I call it, did the same as well. What do you call that? the map, you know, GTA and all. I used to look at the map and all.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What's going on with my box here? See what's going there.
Right, so I was just explaining today. Then we're in Kern Valley.
Yes.
We're going to be operating on Firefly Air's achievements, showing off this beautiful Firefly Air livery that came installed with the craft as it was purchased.
Yes.
As well, which is fantastic. But we're going to be going to Mariposa.
See, just before
California.
Before we do anything, I need to grab a screenshot of these two planes just sitting here because it looks amazing. Hang on a second. Let's grab a quick one there like that, and then I'll go to a better one. Don't. Right. Yeah, sorry, you were saying?
No, just to sort of explain another route here. We're going to be operating off GA flights here from Kern Valley. Today, so our first one's up to, we're heading towards Mariposa, and then imagine we're heading back again. Is that be correct? Is how these GA flights are working?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Up and down.
And then we'll go from there. So I'm actually going to grab a screenshot as well here using NVIDIA's GeForce experience, which I actually kind of like. So
I never thought about that. What's the code for? Is it
Alt Z?
Alt Z.
That's GeForce experience.
Alt Z. Screenshot. Alt F1. Right. Screenshot's been saved. Oh, I got it. Cool. Never thought about that.
Yeah, and we started using it the other day. I kind of like the.
Where does it save to though?
I can't remember, but it's. Oh God, I did know this. I just can't remember now. I think if you check your recents, you know, it should come up, shouldn't it?
It'll be buried in it. It'll be buried somewhere.
I did this. Where did I got the? Because I got this the other day. Oh, it saves the videos, so it does go into videos. It's strange.
Oh yeah.
It saves the videos.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I like that. That's good. Okay.
Because it's handy. It's a bit quicker, I think.
Yeah, it's much better.
For doing it.
Yeah, it's much better. Well,
so
Alt and F1, so that's even better. So.
Oh, is that just take an instant shot? Does it?
F1. That didn't even work. Alt and F1. Alt F1. Do I have to do?
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, it did.
It did work for me.
Work for me. Happy days. That's good to remember.
What? Alt and F1, yeah. No, that's not working. Maybe it is working. Hang on.
No, it's working for me because it comes up in the top right hand corner and says screenshot saved. So.
But my keyboard, you know the way you've got it's multifunctional. So I'm just wondering. Okay, I need to go Alt function F1.
Oh right.
Yeah,
okay.
Alt function F1, right? That's annoying. Okay. So alright, so I'm gonna jump in, and I was going to actually, you know what? I'll save this for one of my own sort of solo streams, if you like. I was going to show, you know, a little bit about the plane, but I think we'll just jump in and get it started because there's so much to go through.
There is.
So pitot covers, propeller covers coming off, security cones coming off. Like it's even got red carpet. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go in and we will get her started up here. Right, so we've got the ground powers already on here. We'll set our engine condition up, and let's hope we do not encounter any errors here. So battery on. Give that a wee second. Check its voltage. Voltage is fine. Avionics on. Okay. Fuel pumps to manual. Ignition to manual. And then we'll flick the cover for the starter and let us pray. We've got movement. Happy days. Woohoo! First part done.
So for context for anyone watching, that took us about an hour to figure that one out.
yeah, that didn't happen first time
No,
round. So.
and also, well, no, it did happen first time round, but it didn't happen second time round. And then also,
yes, that's right. Yeah,
clearing all the warnings was a nightmare, which I think we've got done now.
So next we've got pitot heat. That's pitot, not pedo.
I gotta close the door.
Pitot heat. That would help. We've got our ignition.
Why is the red carpet still there?
Bring back to. We've got our alternator that needs to come on, and we've got our generator that needs to come on.
Oh, got it.
We've got our. Oh, we've got our pizza that we need to check in the oven. That's what that is. So, I'll check that in a second. And then what have we got? Fuel pumps that need to come back to. No. Right. We've cleared them all, bar the takeoff configuration, which we'll set with the rudder trim, which is actually at 3, so it seems to be 3.3. It seems okay there. Let's see if we can maybe get that rotator. 3.1 seems better there. And then
So I've got a stall heat inhibit.
Stall heat is
no, it's on, but
up at the top.
Yeah, it's on, but it's giving me a warning on it.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, I think I'm good to go here. I'm just gonna check the pizza and make sure I'm not burnt out.
I'll fix that one later. It's not really gonna harm me too much. So. Alright, bleeder. Do we need bleeder? I don't know if we need bleeder on or off. We're going off in a minute. $27 in the cabin. Jesus, that's pretty hot, isn't it? Vent fan. This fan. I'll take a bleeder off. I don't really know what that is. I'll have to look that up. No passengers on board anyway, so no big deal. Climate control, bring it down and cool a little bit. Fan, everything is all set. Fan on, auto, air conditions on. Yeah, I think that's I think that's okay, but who knows, right? So let's go flaps 10. Rudder trim set, takeoff trim is set on the pitch. Let me, hang on a second. That's better. Okay. So, whilst Big Boss is sorting out his pizzas, I don't know why the carpet's still there. Let's get rid of the carpet and the generator, shall we? Chocks off. GPU off. I'm going to cycle the red carpet. That might be a bug. Yeah, I think it's a bug. I want to go lights, so our panel lights coming on, beacon, nav, strobes, taxi, and landing. All on. Okay, that's fine. All right. So whilst that's doing that, I'll bring up our. What am I looking for? Our flight plan. So we're here in Kernville in California. We're basically gonna go to. We're gonna head out. I think that's runway heading. No, it's not. So we're gonna do a left-hand turn. Once we take off, and then we're gonna head out to across basically the sort of the sort of Southern California, I guess. And oops, my mistake. And then head up to a place called Mariposa in Yosemite. So that is the plan, and we'll see what this little aircraft can do. So anyone wants to jump in, it's Lima 05 is our takeoff. So Lima 05 is the ICAO, and then our arrival is into Kilo Mike Papa India. That's the plan.
Right. Okay, sorted.
Right, good to taxi.
Yeah, seem to be. So let me just check my sim brief actually, because I forgot to do
I
that.
already had mine loaded in actually. So this it's very quickly on the tablet. So I'll just do a quick run through on it. So basically,
Oh yeah, it is loaded in. Okay.
so
Yes.
you've got all your conditions and hours and etc. And status of each of the aircraft, sort of tire pressure and brake pads and all your mechanical bits and pieces. There's then a flight plan page and it's got your departure where you can do it a sim brief import and Navigraph import, and it's got your departure information, METAR, etc. It even gives you the runway, your transition altitude, your elevation, your runway length, arrival information similar, and then with more detailed weather, depending on whatever ICAO you're going to. So we go Kilo Mike Papa India. Yep. And then you've got your full operational flight plan as well. Navigraph charts also. So I've got my account that's connected, but I haven't actually brought up. Let's bring up the taxi chart just to see what it looks like. No, not that one. That one. Oops. Ah, there we go. So you can see that. You can see all the charts. Then you've got your ground ops. So we didn't really use this, but that's where you get your chocks and all that sort of stuff. Your fuel, passengers. We're going to fly empty today. Cabin comfort. So you got cabin services as well. So serve coffee, serve snacks, organize pillows. Well, let's organize the pillows. Stow pillows, passengers, status, all that stuff, which is interesting. And then all your maintenance stuff, which is actually quite similar to the Comanche. Then you've got your realism settings, so all your failures, we've got everything turned off at the minute. And just because we haven't learned the aircraft, FAQs, and then your settings as well. So there's plenty in that EFB to mess around with. Unlike another EFB that was released maybe last week that we don't want to talk about. It isn't worth mentioning. But yeah, plenty in that. So alright, so we're burning fuel, so I'm going to start taxiing. And I think...
Yep, I'm good to go.
I think I'm good
as
to
well.
take off, so let's taxi to the right.
Alright, what I'll do is I'll actually just get some music on the go.
Look at I've just noticed, look at the interior trim on the dash. It's like white leather above your screens. See that?
Yeah.
No, it's like normally black. It's like white or cream. It's lovely. Very fancy.
Right, so... Okay.
Ooh, why are my brakes not working? Jesus. Well, they are working, it's just they're very
right, let's
realistic.
get her moving. Ooh, this thing takes off quickly, so it does. It's a quick mover.
Watch your brakes. Brakes are a bit they don't perform that well.
Yeah.
Right. Let's get spun around here.
So heading towards say runway 35 and taking off from there. Have you got flight plans set up in the...
No.
No,
That's
manually.
That's a good point though. I might do that. So park and brake on. I'll do that now because it shouldn't take too long if I can remember how to do it. Flight plan. Origin.
Wait, opposite sides of the runway here, are we? There we are.
Origin. Yeah, type this in again. Select departure, maybe.
Yeah, see what you mean about the brakes.
Yeah. Where's the scroll? You know what? I'll just leave it. I need to learn how to do it again. I can't remember. Okay. So a P46T, okay. Right, what have we got? So we've got ignition on, fuel pump left and right on, and stall heat inhibit, even though the stall heat is on. Really not sure why that's the case. That's okay. Alright, good to go.
Yep, flaps at 10. Yep, I'm ready to go.
Power coming in. No beeps or warnings. That's good.
That is a good start. So we go for takeoff.
So it's 80, 85, 85 knots.
Getting a wee bit. Yep, I'm going to pull up here now, so it's getting a wee bit windy there.
Up we go. Go on. Lovely. And gear up. Oh, the other thing I should have mentioned, actually, this thing comes with action cams. When you do the gear and you start the engine, it'll cut. It's like a cutscene. But got that turned off in a minute.
Okay, so we'll flaps up and just ahead in here.
So we'll do a left-hand turn. Alright, so now we've taken off, we can go fuel pumps to, or ignition to off, and fuel pumps to auto. It's very sensitive, the flight model.
It is, isn't it? How high are you going here now?
I'll probably go 10,000 to start with.
Yeah, I need to go a bit higher myself here. Same amount ahead of me.
Trim it out. Oh, trimmed it a bit too much.
Why am I getting an airspeed warning here? Leveled that out.
Alright, trim set. Absolutely hammering it here at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just getting an airspeed warning there, and I've got it in cruise.
Oh, that's what I was looking for there. Right, okay. So, origin. Oh, that's an op. That's weird.
Bloody close to that mountain. So it was.
Oh, I'm flying the wrong direction here.
Or what?
Yeah, I seem to have lost you though.
Oh, yeah, I see you. You're.
My multiplayer's playing up a little bit.
So what is our heading? What should our heading be?
Roughly around, I'm gonna say about there. So what's that? That's let me just pitch that in a second. So that's, what is that? That's about 310 degrees, 308, something like that. I'm gonna set that now.
Alright, so I'm more on the right course then. So.
Power back a little bit. Right, so yaw damper. Altitude, so we set altitude, let's go 10,000. Parachute armed. Heading synced. Autopilot on.
Yeah, do you know what? We need to go higher again here. 7.3's not gonna cut it.
Vertical speed. Oh, vertical speed. 1500. Alright, that should do it.
He's giving me airspeed warnings anytime I level out here.
Ah, it's because you're overspeeding.
Alright, but I'm in cruise, like, I mean...
No, but look at your redlining on your if you look at your top meter, your revs, your redlining, see the flashing in the middle there? Bring your power back a little bit.
Yeah, I mean it's a cruise on my...
Yeah, bring it back a touch more.
Yeah.
It's just not calibrated, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Alright, lights, so we don't need the landing lights, and taxi lights.
Appears to be a cable, and
Did you disconnect your GPU?
I did not. So I'm flying with it.
Go into your tablet. Jesus. And go to your ground ops. It should get rid of it. Oh, my flight plan's already been imported. There we go. It is.
It's important my flight plan, but let's see, it's not.
So if I hit nav mode, what happens? Let's see. Nothing.
Yeah.
VOR. I'll stick with that in most of them.
I'm getting airspeed warnings.
It's because you're overspeeding. Slow down. I'll go this way.
Check gear? Why am I getting check gear on? Why am I getting check gear?
Is your gear down?
It's not.
Oh, you've dropped your power back too much. It's because you've dropped it back to idle.
See, but that's it. You see, this is the thing. It's like this means there's a calibration issue here, because my throttle. So I can't have it
I know what you mean,
in cruise, right? It's overspeeding.
Yeah.
I bring it back to even just slightly above idle, and it's still overspeeding.
Yeah. So you got one or two positions basically.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, that looks okay.
But it's raising. Look at it. It's going.
So
let's see.
See the circuit breakers on your left. There should be a circuit breaker for that warning. You could probably turn it off. Can't see behind the tablet.
Maybe alright there.
I was just showing me now.
That's just above idle on my. See, it's interesting. It's not calibrated, not at all there now. It's not.
It's a very nice little plane, isn't it?
It is. Do you know, I've got my other throttle and stick here, and I'm very tempted.
You might have to use that for the GA planes, maybe.
Yeah, I'm very tempted to throttle. See how our head is here. Actually, I'm getting airspeed warning again here. I haven't done anything.
There's a speed, there's an auto throttle in this, I think, because there's a speed button there for. Well, how do you set that? Let's see. There's a speed button there for. I can see. I don't know where to set the.
For you, I actually physically pulled, or sorry, not physically, I've pulled the throttle back on the in the sim there, and it seems to have done it.
Yeah, she shouted at me as well, for God's sake. I'm at 50% power here. Less. So let me see. So how do we set speed? Oh, here we go. So 180 knots. Right, there we go. So if you stick on FLC mode and then it should lock in your airspeed.
FLC mode.
On your autopilot. Although mine's not holding.
Is it the level mode? Is it?
Yeah.
That autopilot level mode button?
Yeah, mine's not holding though. So FLC 175, yeah. What is it, Hank?
Oh yeah, I think mine's is holding 173 now, so.
Hank? Hank? Come here. I'm gonna see what he's barking at now. What is it?
2015. So I won't be surprised if that makes its way into the marketplace as well.
What's making its way in the marketplace?
Well, I was saying about the M500 itself, and so it was a variant of the Malibu. Then, so it was the Malibu Meridian, which came out in 1997. The M500 is a variant of that. The later version is the M600, which came out in 2015. Well, so I wouldn't be surprised if that ends up making its way. It uses a Garmin G3000.
What's this one here?
So
Is
yeah,
that a 1000?
Yeah, it's the Garmin 1000, yeah. And it came with that new safety feature, which was the ESP.
I reckon there must have been a cat outside because all the dogs were going nuts. Hank's sitting up in the bedroom, looking out the window, barking.
Yeah.
He was out in the garden there as well, shouting.
I'll adjust our head in here slightly. So.
So, Mariposa, that's where we're going. What's interesting about Mariposa? Let's see. Mariposa, California. Looks like a... oh, wow. Jesus. Looks like a proper little mountain town.
Oh yeah, I see that actually.
Yeah.
It does give those vibes, doesn't it?
That's cool, isn't it? So it lies in the rugged foothills of Sierra Nevada. Mariposa Creek flows through the town, etc., etc., etc. Let's see. So obviously it was a part of the gold rush, all that sort of stuff, which is, you know, the usual story for half these towns. Notable residents. I love this part. So John Fremont, the first U.S. Senator from California. There you go. Let's see. Do we know anybody? I don't. Oh, actually, hang on. Jacoby Shaddix from Jacoby.
Papa Roach. Yeah, Jacoby. No, Jacoby. 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 There you go.
Jacoby.
Papa Roach is from
yeah.
Mariposa. There you go.
Paul Vasquez. Who's that? Sounds familiar.
Yeah, the rest of them I don't know. They're a couple of American footballers and whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh.
So population of between 2,000 and 3,000 by the looks of things. Very good.
We're not too far now. Of one last stop here, essentially one last waypoint before we hit our destination. There.
Let's have a look. See where we are. Yeah, so oh yeah, okay, so I'm gonna stay where I am, and actually I'll adjust heading slightly, I think. Oh, you know, I'll do it here. My we're losing a few frames here, I'm assuming, for some reason. Do you know what, actually? I haven't restarted in a while. It's probably been running for a good six hours or so. I might do that next.
Yeah. I think my heading's mostly good, just adjust it ever so slightly. Well, we are in California, and so what's just come on in the music
a bit of California, are you?
is California. It's actually just come on there, so it
I
has.
thought you even have California.
So this is a Dalton Robinson cover of U2's California.
I don't really think I have it in my thing. Night in the Wild for me. Actually, I'll go and find California, that's what I'll do. But it's a good cover. Where the hell is it though? Let's see. Where would that be? California. So a couple of years ago we did, now I think it was probably about 10 years ago, we did a few covers of Coldplay covers, Muse, U2. We did Every Breaking Wave, a couple of songs from their No Line in the Rising album, so one of them was Moment to Surrender, and then Every Breaking Wave from Songs of Innocence, and California from Songs of Innocence. And the versions that we come up with, they're not bad actually. They're pretty good. The mixes are questionable. I think we're still learning how to mix properly then. But I'll stick one on here. Hopefully we don't get hit with copyright. Let's see what happens. If I can find a mix, that is. I've got them here somewhere. Let's go through the old files to see where they are. Right, that's the I found the project file, but where's the MP3? Right, just in here. Ah, here we go. Right, let's see. California final, California. Oh, there's so many. I'll go date modified. Alright, let's see, date modified. Right. Final. There you go. So the final mix was done in February 2015. 6th, 7th. And we started it, by the looks of things, looks like we started it in November 2014. No, it would have been earlier than that. August, maybe. 25th of the 6th, 2015. What's your latest mix? It's probably got me muted. Oh.
You hear me?
Yeah. What's the date on California?
Yeah.
I think
it just says California Master.
California Master. That's the 18th of the 3rd. I've got one here, June 2015, which seems to be really late. Unless, hang on, what is this? Let me just make sure that there is the song. No, it's not. Alright, I'll play that. I haven't heard this in ages.
California, then we sail into the shining what took me where I need to be, which is here, out of summer, watching you cry like a baby. California, at the dawn you thought would never come, but it did, like it always does. And whoa, all I know, and all I need to know, yeah, there is no end to love. I didn't call you, words can't scare a thought away. Everyone's a star in our town. It's just your light gets dimmer if you have to stay in your bedroom, in a mirror, watching you cry like a baby. California, the blood orange sunset brings you to your knees. I've seen for myself, there's no end to grief. That's how I know.
I don't know if that was the final mix. It sounded a bit, I don't know, rough, to be honest, as mixes go, but I've actually forgot how good that cover was.
Yeah. Hey, Paul R035, thanks for entering the chat there. How's it going? He says, how do you like the M500? Yeah, this is my first flight in it, so far it's interesting. So before we come on stream, we two of us were just sort of trying to get the thing started up, and initially it was, I'll turn my music down a wee bit here. Initially it was absolutely fine when we got it started up, and then I started getting errors with the generator not working. But seem to have fixed that now. But yeah, it's definitely very late. So it is. It feels later than the TBM
Yeah,
30.
definitely.
So it does. Feels a lot later.
It's lighter than the
Than that.
850 as well.
Yeah. Oh, well, the 850 is heavier than the 830, but you know.
But I feel
But
like
yeah,
the, I
it's- I
feel
mean,
like the 850 flies. Like I think I prefer the flight model in the 850. This feels a bit.
Strong wind will blow it away.
Yeah, almost arcadey. You know what I mean?
As we touch arcade. Oh, so far it's alright. Don't know. We'll put it through. Paces.
Too early to tell.
Yeah,
I think.
it is too early to tell.
Yeah.
Put it through its paces soon. You know, a few barrel rolls and whatnot. We'll see.
It actually says. You see the
Thanks very
thing.
much for the follow there, Paul. By the way, appreciate it.
It actually says there are no acrobatic maneuvers, including spins, approved.
See, now it says that,
Approved.
but you
Yeah,
know
we
the
don't
reality
approve it.
is approved. You
Yeah,
know,
we don't
we're,
do approve it.
we're not ones for operating by flavors. To be honest. So we'll see. Don't know. So Paul says cool. I usually fly light GA, but I'm thinking this may be worth band then. You know, see, to be honest with you, it's probably right up your street then. So it is. In that case, it was for me. I got it for it was about £21. I got it for I had a couple of extra pennies in the store. So, but yeah, it's dead on. I think the TBM 850 is better all round. But
I get the same impression. Well,
you know, but this is still
it's sort
still
of
nice. But maybe if we start sticking the failures and stuff and all on, maybe we'll really get put through our paces with it.
It's hard. It's too early to tell, right? Because I think there's something about the 850 with the steam gauges, and you know it's a little bit more manual and that sort of thing, which is good. But the flight model is definitely better. However, in saying that, like this tablet that they've got with all the integration, the ground controls or ground crew controls, etc., cabin controls, all that sort of stuff. Like there's a lot more smarts, and I haven't even looked at the failures yet, but there's a lot more smarts involved in this. So I feel like after a couple of updates, this thing could probably far outweigh almost everything bar the Comanche. Like this is, I reckon it's not quite Comanche level, but it's certainly got the potential. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll give you a wee look here, Paul. The inside of the plane. Actually, what I want to check here is make sure.
Oh, here I'm gonna descend.
Actually, hang on. Yeah, I need to make a turn here actually, so I'll do the turn first.
Check gear.
And we'll start at descend too.
Check gear.
And then I'll give you a wee look at the inside of the plane here. So
definitely gonna overshoot this one.
Airspeed.
Yes. I don't know for here. Oh yeah. Yeah, like as soon as you touch the yoke, it's like it's almost like, you know.
there's no real resistance.
No,
in
it's
it.
really sensitive. Really sensitive.
Yeah.
Check gear.
Well, there's our runway down there. I'm gonna have to manually take this down here.
I'm manually flying as well. I've also like flown straight past it, so I'll be doing a couple of laps here.
Check gear.
See where we're going. Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah.
Check gear.
Interesting little airport this actually. We're flying into.
Yeah.
Check gear. Check gear.
Yeah, I think a wee bit of extra resistance from the yoke would go a long way.
Gear.
Yeah, I'd say
Or in my case, the stick, because I'm using the Airbus controller.
a couple of updates like should be all right.
By the way, Paul, myself, Big Boss, and MTA, we're both running dual streams there as well. So if you pop into his stream as well there and give him a wee follow, and you
Nice.
can also see the view from his side as well. Are you coming in the back of this airport? Am I seeing this right?
No,
Or are you
I'm actually gonna come in.
taking a very sharp approach, are you?
No, I'm gonna come in on runway 26. So I'm gonna fly past.
Gear.
Aye, so you're coming
Yeah.
in the back of it then, right?
Yeah,
okay.
because it's flatter. I haven't looked at the winds or anything like.
Gear.
Yeah.
So I'm doing like a downwind now. Thanks
Yeah.
for follow, Paul. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it.
Check.
Yeah, it's good, man, Paul. Thank you. So,
So we do these dual streams or joint streams like every weekend, and then during the week we kind of do our own thing. So it's mainly GA flights at the weekend at the minute, and then I've been doing airliner flights during the week.
yeah, I see. Actually, it's what he just said there. Do you stream together often? Yeah, weekends are our thing normally. So we'll normally be on. Where are you based? Because I'm Paul. I'm based in Ireland, and MDA's in Australia. So we we have to do the manage the time difference. Going to put my landing gear down here. A wee bit
I'm gonna
fast
come
at
in. I'm gonna come in behind you.
you. So we normally go Friday night UK time, or so.
Well, it's
Do
sort of
you know what's the time difference now? Is it 11 hours?
11 hours, yeah.
11 hours time difference. We're used to doing this because we've been making music there for years, so we're used to sort of compensating for the time difference. So all we've done is just transferred that across to Flight
this.
Simulator. I'm coming in very, very fast at this here.
I'm idle, like, and
Very, very fast.
it does take. I've noticed it takes a while to slow this thing down, but then the TBM
Oh
takes
my
a while
god,
to slow down.
I'm too hot. Not this. I'm far too hot.
Look how slow the gear. The gear takes forever to deploy.
Let's see. Oh, this is very quick.
First landing.
Here we go. Let's see. 217. Got there. We're skidding. Yep, we're skidding. Okay, that was landed that quite quickly, to be honest with you there, but ATC won't shut up. My God.
I've got that shit disabled, like.
Right, well, we've landed. Yeah, I hit that quite hard, but it was alright, yes. But do you know what else I just bloody realised there?
Well,
I don't have LRM on.
oh no.
Typical.
LRM. Have I got him on? I do. That's gotta be. That's right. I've never done this before. That was
What'd you do?
it was a smooth landing, right? It was very smooth,
Right.
and I got clapped, and LRM has given me a landing rate. What was your best one? What was your best record?
2.
Oh, well, I got that beat.
What have you hit? 0?
Yeah,
Oh my
like
God.
genuinely 0. Look at that. How good is that? Brilliant. Half a G.
Well, there you go.
Speed.
You win that one then.
67 knots. There we go.
What did the other one give you?
63.
63, right.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Right, I'm gonna just load out and load back in again. Not the full sim. I'll just go into the main menu back because I was getting some frame rate drops and stuff there. I have had
Alright,
zero
so-
once before, by the way.
Okay, so we'll do the fly back now.
Yep.
So now we'll be doing. So that was bush leg one.
Oh,
of,
here the other thing too is it doesn't actually register the M500 on the flight, so you gotta go in and adjust it manually.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, you didn't have LRM on
Just
anyway,
come up
so it
as
makes
like
no
a-
odds.
It's come up as an unknown plane, does it?
No, it comes up as a. No, actually, it comes up. Oh no, it comes up. It's okay. It's fixed. It's fixed. Yeah, it comes up as the Piper Malibu
Right.
Meridian. Yep. 260. Yep.
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna start now.
Multi-schedule. Yep. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's good. Right, look back in then. Where were we? KPMI, was it? KPMI.
So
Nope.
that was from Kern Valley
Oh, shoot.
to Mariposa, sorry, Mariposa, not Mariposa, Mariposa, and now that was leg one of Firefly Air's monthly schedule 8. Now we go for leg 2, which is the return leg. We'll generate the sim brief here anyway.
For some reason, my duty schedule didn't pick it up.
Right.
Why is that? And it didn't give me the company route either. But it gave me the achievement though. That's odd.
Yeah, well.
That is odd.
So Paul, do you stream yourself then? I'm going to give him a wee follow here as well. Right, so let's check some brief here and make sure this has been imported.
Alright, that's better. There we go.
Alright,
Yep.
so I'll just go to taxi.
That's all good. Road. Okay. So on. Take that off. So manual. Condition lever up. And start.
Full sim, I flight sim pretty often, usually like to watch while I'm cruising. Nah, right, okay. Cool. Yeah, we've only started streaming here. My dog barking. Well, we've been streaming for now. It's just
About a month.
a month, isn't it? Oh,
Not even.
yeah, it hasn't been long. Like, it's only been about a month. So it is. So we're still trying to get the hang of everything as well, and how it all sort of works. But one thing that I do notice that everybody kind of says in regards to flight sim is the flight sim community is brilliant. So it is. So there, unless you happen to stumble upon a random Frenchman that says nothing and doesn't understand what you're saying, you know. So, but
Didn't even notice you were there.
it's didn't even notice. I know. But yeah, flight sim community is pretty good. So it is. You always end up seem to getting hit by raids from others, and you're raiding them and whatnot. But streams are long as well. So yeah, I'll let this dog out.
Yeah, no, everyone's very supportive. It's such a niche kind of thing to do as well, I suppose. So it's pretty good that everyone does support each other. Keep generators on, alternator on. Let's go with the feet.
So, sorry, just get back there. So, that's awesome. Paul says that's awesome. If you've been playing Flight Sim for a while, what made you decide to get it into streaming? Do you want to start with that one, Merc, actually?
Yeah, well, so I've been Flight Simming since the first one I had was 1988. So, I've been doing this for a little while. Getting into streaming, I'll probably maybe. I flew FSX for quite a while, and then went off it for a little while. I didn't really bother for a couple of years, and then got back into 2020 a few years ago. But to tell you the truth, like 2020 for me, I was running it on a mid-range sort of gaming PC, and it just wasn't good enough. So I ended up having to upgrade the PC and everything else. So. And I spent a good bit of money on the PC as well, so it was sort of when I got back into Flight Sim, it was like, right, well, I'm gonna put a bit of time and effort into it because I put a bit of money into the PC and stuff. So that was about a year and a half ago, and then like I was flying along, just by myself, listening to music, watching TV, whatever. Did that for about 6 months, and then it actually got to the stage where it was like, you know what, I'm getting a bit, not bored, but I was struggling with things to find to do, and I started watching. I think there was an aircraft that came out. It was one of the PMDGs that I got, and I was watching the guy on YouTube, John Beckett, and he does all the tutorials and all the startups and whatever. So I started watching him, and he mentioned something about a virtual airline. And I didn't really take much notice of it at the time, but a little bit later, a few weeks later, and I started looking at virtual airlines, and I came across a few. I thought, what, I might actually join one. So I thought I'll wait till Christmas because I've got time off from work and everything else. Anyway, long story short, I started looking at. I can't even remember how I came across Twitch, and I went on to Twitch, and Two-Tone Murphy was on he was literally live at the time, and it was like the first one I clicked into, and that was the introduction to. I was just like, this guy's Irish, he's going mad, shouting at people are having a laugh. There's loads of things happening in the chat. So that was on Twitch. Started watching Two-Tone, and then from there, it was That's when then we found out about Firefly Air, the virtual airline, and it just sort of grew legs from there. So that was the next step in the evolution, and then getting into streaming was basically, that was an easy one. It was like, well, what happened was, so Big Boss then started flying along as well, and the two of us were talking on Discord, the same way that we would have been video calling on Signal or WhatsApp or whatever. And it sort of migrated to Discord, and then from doing that, when we're flying, we thought, well, we might as well just do this, but only do it with other people too, and that was it. So it's just been slowly evolving,
Yeah, it's probably a good way to introduce into how I was doing it then. So I had played, was it Flight Simulator X? Was it? It was 2005
FSX.
one.
Yeah.
I'd played that sparingly before. Didn't really know what I was doing in it, so just sort of set up flights and sort of do them. But then they released MS FS 2020 for the Xbox, and I had done a few things in that previously when that came out, but it was mostly like jet flying and stuff, and I don't know, it didn't really grasp for me. And then I found out AMDA he was playing it around, it was only April, wasn't it? April this year.
Yeah.
And I re-downloaded it again for the Xbox and sort of fell in love with it. He was telling me about the community of Firefly Error, and I read, okay, it's like there's like achievements here. There's a sort of purpose to this game as well. You've got a schedule and stuff like that you keep. You've got league tables, so there's competitive element, and I'm all about competition. So I thought that's fantastic. My limitation was I was playing on Xbox, and it was the Series S too. It wasn't even the Series X, and so it really, with all new updates that were coming out, I would really, really feel the strain of it on the console. But then I just made the decision in, was it August? Was it? I think it was August.
Yeah, it was August.
Yeah,
because it was whenever I went home.
Yeah, I was like, right, okay, if I'm taking this a bit more seriously now. I need to splash out on PC here for this, and I did. So this is where we are now, and I'm, starting to go down that peripheral rabbit hole of, just spending lots of money on flight sim stuff, which is fantastic because it's money well spent, to be honest. And yeah, and then so as we were doing that, there was like, right, okay, we were operating on Discord. We would share our streams with each other through Discord, and we were like, why don't we just go on to Twitch here as well and do this? We might as well. It's the same thing practically as what we're doing. We're doing 4 or 5 hour sessions here on Discord. We may as well just put it online. And so we started doing that as well. And I started streaming a couple of other games too, and that's quite varied in when I play. I have a lot of PS5 stuff and all that I'm looking to do, and I think I'll be doing a PS5 stream tomorrow actually for Metal Gear. So, but yeah, that's the way it is. And then we manage the time difference. We're like, right, we're going to run dual streams here. There's not a lot of people that we've seen that are actually running dual streams. In fact, I don't think I've seen anybody run dual streams, at least not for Flight Simulator.
Yeah, on Flight Sim, I think we're the first. You get them in like, you get them in like people joining in on just chatting and things like that. But I think we're the first on Flight Sim.
So it's kind of nice in some ways to sort of push that forward. Twitch has sort of opened that up via guest star now as well, that you can kind of do that, which is cool. And that's sort of where we're aiming is every weekend we'll try and run these dual streams together and get something going. Paul had said there it made total sense. It always felt like a streaming would make a flight sim seem more of a community activity rather than something to do on your own. Yeah, I kind of get that. It would get a wee bit sort of monotonous after a while, a bit boring just doing it on your own. Whereas, as I say, with a sim community, there's a purpose there. There's a competitiveness to it if you choose to engage in that. If you want to progress in the league tables and whatnot. So I say I love it. I'm fully invested.
Keep talking there, but I'm gonna take off. We'll talk.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, so we'll shoot on now. We're going to do the return leg here, back to Kern Valley. So let's see, we've got the flaps set, and we will park and break off, and away we go. Yeah, now I see you shifting across the runway.
Yeah, see that?
I had a similar issue when I was taking off there last time.
Like I barely lifted my foot. I barely lifted my foot off the rudder. I had to put a bit of rudder in just to keep it straight.
Yeah.
I barely lifted my foot off it, and it near
super sensitive.
Did a
so
PTA on me.
Super sensitive.
It is really sensitive.
Yeah.
It definitely doesn't feel as weighted as the TVN.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sort of puts me off a little bit, to be honest. I don't like that. So if it was the way to adjust it, that would be good.
I think the way we would have to adjust it would be to adjust the sensitivity settings in the control options, potentially.
Probably.
It'd be something like that. Right, so let's shift our head and...
So just continue on, adding into what you were saying. My the way I look at it is like normally I'd be sitting here like watching TV, but I think there's something to be said about sitting having a chat with, like-minded people who are interested in or have common interests, that sit talk about flight sim or whatever, instead of just sitting watching TV and cruising. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just more interesting.
Yeah. I think so. I agree. So, right, let me just check here. Oh, you're way over there. Okay, just my head.
Oh, yeah, I'm actually pointed in all directions.
Yeah, Paul saying it's awesome. I live in the US. Oh, okay. But I do most of my flying this time during the week, morning here. So hopefully I'll be around 9 in the afternoon. So that's brilliant, Paul. Glad to have you aboard. What part of the US are you in now?
And also,
It's a fast place.
if you wanna,
Join in. I know.
yeah,
Join in if you wish.
If
You
you wanna
know.
jump in.
We're on the Southeast Asian server. Now, why is it we're on that server? Why does Firefly operate on that server?
Because we think it's quieter than the rest of them. I mean, I do tend to agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Because like, it's actually not a very busy server, to be honest.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
I need to let the doggy back in here again.
Oh, master. Idiot. That's better. Let me see. Go right there. Right. So 10,000 feet now. Adjust my head. Right. Go.
Oh, see this? See with my headphones? It's only wires. Just like tangled. So they
Mine's
do
okay.
that. It's not magnetic tangling thing that they have in them.
Oh yeah.
So annoying. Right. How do I shut this bloody ATC off here? Just do my head on.
Piper. Oh yeah. So Paul says I'm in the Midwest. I think I'm on the East server, so East USA. But I do most of my flying in Western US because I love the scenery. Just landed in Las Vegas. I'm flying the Piper Arrow, doing missions with NeoFly. Oh yeah. So did I have NeoFly? I don't think I did. I think I had. Was it NeoFly? Hang on. NeoFly. Yeah, no, New Sky. I was on New Sky, but New Sky was all airliner stuff. Yeah, the Piper Arrow. That's a good. I think the Piper Arrow 3 and 4. I think that was the first GA purchase that I did for Flight Sim 2020. It was the Just Flight Piper Arrow that I got, and I haven't flown it in a while, but I always really liked it. Las Vegas. So in the real world, I was there about 2 weeks ago, and flew into McCarran, or Harry Reid, I think it's called now, or vice versa. And yeah, you outside, buddy. Yeah, the scenery in Western US is amazing. Like, it really is, which is effectively where we are now. I did a flight earlier on in the 737 from Lake Tahoe to Denver and back, and yeah, the Denver scenery is pretty amazing. Like, what's going on with this bloody head? Why am I not adjusting? Ah, there we go. That's great. That's fine. There we go. Right, set. Look at this. So it's funny, we were saying last week about we don't do enough flights in the US. I don't think I've done a flight out of the US since then.
I know.
Because I did a couple of ad hoc missions as well. They were all US based too. I think I have to restart my sim. I'll probably make this the last flight actually.
I cannot shut up this annoying bloody ATC here.
Go into your options and turn ATC voices off. In your sim options. And then also...
Where would that be under? Let's see... Sound, is it?
I think
ATC,
it's under...
text to
Is it
speech?
assistance, maybe?
It's not ATC. No, alright. Text to speech sounds okay.
Did I do a new sim?
Assistance.
No, I didn't. something wrong.
It's only ATC text to speech.
No, there's
I'm seeing.
I'll have a look here. Go general options, and then straight data. No, miscellaneous. I think it's under assistance options. User experience.
Alright.
Assistance options, user experience, and then ATC voices off.
Alright, okay.
And
Cool.
there is another one. Is it in sound?
Here, that should hopefully do it.
Aye.
Nope.
Cycle your actually, you know what? Just turn the radio
Really,
off in the
just
plane.
I know, that's where I'm looking to see where to do it.
See your
What does it tell
comm.
me to check gear for?
See your comm switches. Oh, there's a slider for voices. There you go. Paul just said there's a slider for voices. So you go into general options, go to sound, and turn voices off. Alright, so there is. Yep. Nice one, Paul. Where do you usually fly? Everywhere. Everywhere and anywhere.
Right, okay. Thanks, Paul. Alright. Okay, so.
Yeah,
That's much better.
fly everywhere and anywhere. So the virtual airline has a number of hubs. There's two in the US, Kern Valley and Lake Tahoe out in the west, and then there's one in, I think, Ecuador, Brazil, in South America, Dublin, Bristol, Zurich, in Europe, and then where else? Japan. There's one in Japan, one in Australia, Sydney, and I feel like there's one more. Well, maybe that's it. There may be one more. I'm not sure. So what that does is when they release the monthly schedules and different achievements and stuff, it means that you're literally flying all around the world. Like the last monthly schedule we did, where was that from? Was that
Well, the last one was
Dublin?
Dublin. But the one before that
Was Japan?
Yeah. What bit of Japan was it? So it wasn't Tokyo. It was
Nagoya.
Was it Nagoya?
Nagoya, yeah.
No, I don't think it was Nagoya.
Yeah, Chubi, Nagoya.
Chiba. Yeah, right.
Aye.
Sorry, Chiba.
Yeah.
Idiot. Yeah. So Chiba, Nagoya, and then before that was Bristol.
Yep.
Before that was Zurich,
And Australia.
which Zurich one was my favorite, I think.
Yeah, because the Zurich one took you all around the Mediterranean, down around Eastern Europe and things like that, and then Bristol. There was a lot of like down into France, Germany, around the UK, and Ireland, and then what was there was one. Australia. You went across to New Zealand, and around Australia, obviously. I actually thought that the Australian one wasn't that great. I thought that the New Zealand component of it was very good.
Right.
And then yeah, the what was the other one? The Japan one wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, Japan one was alright. Now I've never actually managed to finish a schedule. I came really, really close with the Zurich one, but missed out on the long haul flights. I don't know. I don't do the long haul flights, so I don't know. I'll do the mid ones.
You gotta let it run. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but don't know. Maybe I'll get this one done. You know, maybe this will be the one. How long is the long haul here in this?
I don't think they're that
This
long.
monthly schedule.
Yeah, not that long. Maybe 4.5, 5 hours.
Bring up.
Not like the Australian ones. They were like 10, 11, 12 hours. Bristol was like 12 hours too, because we fly down to South Africa or somewhere. I know that was Zurich.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we sort of fly everywhere, which is good. And there was monthly schedules or weekly schedules before they became multi schedules out of Ecuador and Quito and Rio in Brazil, and like they were really good. You know, so typically I wouldn't bother flying in South America, to be honest. And it sort of it makes it doesn't force you to fly, but you know it puts you in places you might not normally be, and it puts you into planes you might not normally fly as well.
Yeah. So let's see, we've got open the.
Where is?
There's the monthly schedule there. So yeah, so we have done push leg 1. Normally that'll come up with a wee tick beside it there, but I forgot to turn on my LRM. So, but we'll get a couple of these push ones done today, and maybe short haul ones done tonight. Are you on later again?
Yeah, I'll be back on the morning.
Yeah. So, so see, I don't know if I missed that comment there. Paul says, I spent about the last 3 years working on, or off and on, and around the world in various small planes. So, okay, most of my flights were probably about an hour, I'd say, and it was a good way to see everything. I'll probably do it again when 2024 comes out. Yeah. What are you thinking about 2024? What's your thoughts on it there, Paul? Are you excited? Is it a cash grab? Are they going to be making it more arcadey to try and cater for Xbox audience? What do you think? What's your views on that? Is it a detriment to the simmer, or do you think the two of them will actually be able to check out both communities, the casual and the slightly more hardcore, the more simmer based community will both be satisfied by 2024? They've been silent on it here for a bit, haven't they? I don't think they've released anything
not
new
since
since.
no, not since Expo. They haven't really, they've mentioned it in the developer updates, but they haven't really talked about it.
Yeah.
So
let's see, Tech Radar have actually just done an article on it there 4 days ago. Let's see, we'll bring this up here. So saying Microsoft Flight Simulator is gearing up for 2024 release. Players will be able to test out various planes in a realistic engaging simulator experience. Yeah. Set to release sometime next year. No specific date as of yet. With only one trailer under our belts, there's still a lot to uncover. Indeed. What have we actually got? I'm interested to see what this career mode is going to be like.
pilot lifestyles.
You know, I mean, or was it Paul saying, I haven't seen much, but I'm excited. It looks a lot like they're going to build on everything that we currently have. I'm excited about the career mode, even if I don't know how much I'll use it. And yeah, graphical improvements seem really nice. I know I'll probably buy it right away. At the end of the day, I think pretty much every one of us is going to end up buying it.
Oh, absolutely.
Straight away anyway.
For me, it's like I think it can only be a good thing, because like I don't care about the graphic uplift. I don't care about the career mode and all that stuff. I think what they need to do is they gotta fix everything that's currently bugged in 2020. And when I say bugged, I mean like they need to sort out the memory leakage. They need to sort out the multiplayer. They need to sort out the ATC. They need to sort out the performance, textures loading in, all that stuff, all that the draw distance, etc. Like I know it's hardware dependent, but I'm running significant hardware and I still have problems. And and it's like I think if they focus on that and they get that part right, then they'll have my money. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna have my money anyway, but I would.
But they can have more of my money.
Well,
they
that's
can have my money quicker.
Well, that's sort
they
of.
They can have my money with a smile, if they get it right.
Yeah, well, that's and a compliment, and like I just think that they need to stay away from all this we're going to add this, we're going to add that. Like the sale should be, it's an upgraded engine, and as you say, Paul, it's gonna expand, or it's gonna do more, or build on what we've currently got. That's perfect. It's evolution. You know what I mean? That's what you want to hear.
I think something that they will probably overlook that they shouldn't is to have the game come with pre-built ready-made profiles for different controllers. You know, so that it should already have, like, for example, I'm using the Airbus throttle and quadrant. You know, that they should expect this, you know, from the likes of Thrustmaster having different components. Go, okay, let's have a ready-made profile in there that are going to be tinkered to our main planes on this.
That's
Something like
good.
that
It's a
would
good call,
definitely
actually.
help,
Yeah, it's good. It's a good call.
especially considering the amount of bloody issues that I have using this
Yeah.
this Airbus quadrant. Yeah, let's see. He says it's a really good point. I'd like to see my sim keep getting better without me having to continue to upgrade my hardware. Yeah. Well, Mick, you're running a 4090
So
in
yeah,
there
I've got like it's a 12.
on a 9A.
It's a 99. It's a 99 1200. It's a 12900K. It's a 4090.
You can't
I've got
really
60,
get
60
too much better than that.
64 gig of RAM at 5200 megahertz. You know, everything's on NVMe 4th generation. It's a 690. I think it's a Aorus gigabyte motherboard. So like you can do a little bit better. You can get a 13 or a 14. Actually, the 14700's just come out there. So you can get an extra 10% on the performance I've currently got, basically, and a slightly better motherboard. But that's about it. So like I shouldn't be having, like, I still get, you know, I'm look, if I flick this around here at the moment, right now I know we're streaming, and we've got multiple cameras going, and we've got multiple equipment going, whatever. So there's a lot of resources being used at the minute, but like that's if I just go around my frame rate here for a second, right, I'll give you an idea. Now I haven't restarted the sim in about 8 hours, and that's mainly why. Why is this? That hasn't come up yet. But the frame rates, oh, it hasn't loaded up for me for some reason. My frame rates are probably in around about 45 at the minute, right? When they should be double that. So, you know, that, and that's just from playing the sim. It's something that they were supposed to fix in sim update 13. So
Yeah.
I think it's that optimization. Like if they get the optimization and they focus more on that rather than adding the new features, it's going to help. And you know, there's some third-party developers that are slowly starting to recognize. Like a good example is AnyBuilds. AnyBuilds came out the other day with optimization on JFK for mid or low-end machines. And I think that's the right way of doing it. Like everyone, you know, people can't afford to, especially at the moment, the current cost of living across the world. People can't afford to go out and spend money on PC parts and upgrade them all the time. So they're going to have to start. And I'll add something to your suggestion, Big Boss. In terms of the profiles, like they're going to have to bring back that a potential, you know, 3-tiered options for low, mid, and high-end gaming, and sort of set it up that way, because I think that there's a lot to be done in terms of their optimization.
Yeah, and I think as well with that, there's always a danger that, because at the same time they'll still be targeting the weakest of the two next gen Xboxes as well in this, right, which is the Series S. Now I don't know what the comparison is for a Series S graphics card to roughly around PC range, but I know it's not at a 4070 level, which is where I am. I'm 4070. Is it even a 3080? I don't know. I don't know if a Series S could even would be comparable to a 3080. So you're always going to be kind of limited as well, I suppose, when you have console stuff, when you're targeting the weaker of the console stuff, especially because on the consoles they don't have an option to actually reduce resolution on it. I know this from from playing it. Remember when I showed you the graphical settings, there isn't an option to actually reduce
it's
resolution
really
on
restricted, yeah.
consoles the way, so you are very, very much restricted in that regard. Paul's saying there, I think 2020 is a big step forward from how many external apps I had when I ran X-Plane. I've never actually used X-Plane, so quite interested in that. But I still use a lot of other stuff like FeePilot, SimBrief, all that other stuff that could be integrated. Yeah, I mean, now we are seeing more SimBrief integration here. This plane has it as well. ATR has it. The Phoenix Fly-by-Wire A320s, they have it. The TBM doesn't have it, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. We're starting to see Navigraph come up in a lot of other apps as well. So I think the future is definitely going to be integration in pretty much all of these planes. I reckon even planes that shouldn't have them, I think they're going to start seeing them with options of having them if you want them on, which is great, as I say, because it's one less screen to have open. So it's having to have Navigraph or SimBrief open somewhere else. But I was saying there's Paul says, I wonder if that is their focus, but they also know that if they don't throw any shiny toys like career mode and some new planes in there, people won't buy it or support development. Imagine the new features are much easier to engineer than these software fixes. I agree. I think the new game will be littered with bugs as well. It will just be absolutely littered with bugs. What I hope is if the graphical fidelity takes a bit of a knock, that the frame rate doesn't. As I say, there are some airports that are really, really problematic. JFK is the worst one I've seen so far. Heathrow's not great.
Bad, yep.
Dublin is now. Dublin hasn't been too bad for me, but at the same time, it's not great. And that's MK Studios, isn't it?
MK Studios, yeah.
MK Studios Dublin V2, which looks spectacular, by the way. But yeah, it's like there's performances. What was that one where we had? Remember where we had it on stream? If you can remember.
Yeah.
And I was landing it. Now we've got. I think there might actually be a clip of it, Paul. You might be able to see it on my Twitch profile.
It was a slideshow.
It's definitely on TikTok. I don't know if you do TikTok, but we're on TikTok as well. But there's definitely a clip of it, and you will see as we're coming into landing. It's like if you're familiar with the phrase "rubber bombing," which would be very evident in games like Call of Duty and stuff. It's like when you run forward, but you basically get yanked back. Then that's essentially the way the plane was coming into land. It would move forward and then just get like pulled back and move forward and pull back like that. And that was a nightmare to land. So it was. Passengers screamed and everything. No, it wasn't Dublin.
No, it was.
Was it somewhere in Japan? Were we doing?
No. It was. I can't remember where it was because it was one of the like achievements or schedules we were doing. Yeah,
Bristol. Was it part of Bristol?
It wasn't in Bristol though, but it was part of the. It was part of the schedule. I think it was part of the Dublin schedule. I'm pretty sure. In fact, it would have had to have been part of the Dublin schedule because that was the last multi-schedule we did.
Yeah. But it was just incredible. I'd never experienced anything like it, and that wasn't.
I'd never seen anything like it. No, it was just a normal. Yeah, it was just a. But it wasn't even custom scenery. It was normal default scenery.
I know. And default scenery.
Yeah, so random. But again, there's definitely issues. Like multiplayer causes me a lot of performance issues.
Yeah.
Dublin for me. I don't know what it is about Dublin for me, but I've had constant problems in Dublin, and on both on version 1 and version 2, and even on default. So I don't know what's going on there, but
it was SB. Is that Brazil? SBSP. Is that Sao Paulo?
Well, S is definitely South America, yeah.
SBSP airport. I think that might be. It's Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo, is that where it was?
Or Sao Paulo. Okay. Sao Paulo. Yeah, so I was just looking at the clip there.
What were we doing? What were we doing there? What was that we were doing?
What were we doing in Sao Paulo? It had to have been some sort of other achievement. Maybe. It must have been some other achievement.
Paul's just in there. Bought the early release at E175 and found some wild bug where my Intel CPU caused the frames to drop from about 60 to 4 when I turned on the MFD WAL. I think switching it from DirectX 12 to 11 solved that, but feels like something you need to look at. Yeah, I've seen that. You know what? A lot of people are switching back from DirectX 12 to 11. I haven't tried it yet.
Really?
Yeah,
Right,
I haven't tried it yet.
Is 12 still up in beta, is it?
No, it's officially out of beta. But it's still, like, nothing's been fixed. So I'm running 12 at the minute, and the thing about 12 is you lose your frame generation.
Right.
And the upscaling if you go to 11. But I'm running the 4090, so I should be okay on 11. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, I'm just having a look at my graphics card. I wonder if I'm getting issues because there's a green light on. It's not light.
He said he never had problems other than with the 175. Okay, it's interesting. Now, it seems that no matter, what setting I have graphics on, that anytime I'm bringing the Phoenix in for a landing, they're stuttering. And this seems to be a problem with the Phoenix itself then.
Yeah.
So when you read the forums about that, it's like everybody complains about the same thing.
The Phoenix is a really heavy machine, that's why.
But they said that they think that's to do with the cockpit textures. So
It's the refresh, it's the glass cockpit refresh. Yeah.
I haven't actually flown the Phoenix in a while too. I need to get back in and look after my baby. So.
Well, we'll do that. We'll do a couple of short hauls in the Phoenix, I think.
Yeah, I think I need to give it a wee bash again.
Okay.
I noticed as well that it spawned the cat in the pilot's seat, but not the dog.
My dog's missing.
Yeah, so I'd normally have a dog in there too, but
yeah, the E175, Paul. I haven't. I was actually I've been holding off on that one. I wouldn't mind getting it, and I know it's getting better, and I know it was like it was early access, and it was pretty basic when it first came out. Like I do feel like we're all a little bit spoiled with, really high fidelity aircraft in terms of Phoenix and PMDG, and even the headwind A330s starting to and the fly by wire A320 are really starting to pick up as well. But there was I think there was something else you mentioned about the features. What was the other thing you said? Actually, I bought it just for early access price. Haven't really done much with it, but I love the airplane. I don't mind to wait for it to get better. Yeah, I think yeah, I've been watching that one I'll sort of keep coming back to it every couple of months, just to see where it's at, because I am definitely interested in it, and I'm interested in the TFDI design MD-11. I think that's coming out soon as well, just for something different.
Just missed that comment there. Yes, Paul, a cat. So I have this add-on from Got Friends?
Got Friends. Yeah.
Just Friends?
Got Friends.
It's Just Friends? No, Just Friends is a film with Ryan Reynolds.
Got Friends.
Do you know what I keep mixing up? I keep mixing up Just Flight and Got Friends.
Aye.
Because Just Flight do the TBM 850. But so yeah, there was I think it's still free, isn't it? The add-on from Got Friends. And you could essentially put pets and other avatars in the cockpit there. I have the cat. I actually had it was where it was showing myself, and then it would show a collie in the officer's seat, but it It's not doing it now for some reason. I'll actually go on, we check and see why that is.
Yeah, mine stopped working.
Yeah, it's not working. It's supposed to, so you can see here, it's supposed to put the collie up there, and it is not. Oh, well, cat it is then. So
I found
noticed
it,
as
found
well,
it and downloaded it now. Yeah, it's very good.
uh,
Yeah,
just watch for any potential conflicts with it. You know, what I found was, although actually no, it wasn't a fault of just our God Friends. It was another add-on I had downloaded from FlightSim.2. It's where you could actually, when you were inside cockpit view, you could see the dog. And
Oh,
what
yeah.
ended up happening was that it worked brilliant initially, and then there was an update for the TBM, and it was showing the outline of your pilot's avatar, which was then obscuring some of your screen in the cockpit. It was bloody a nuisance. But the God Friends add-on doesn't do that. It was a separate thing. It was doing that. I'm actually just going to increase my altitude here slightly.
I'm gonna. Yes. No, I'll just stay here. It'll be a right hand turn down to the runway, which is good.
Just as a word of note there as well, Paul, so any music that you hear on the stream is ours, unless it's a couple of covers that are done by us, but it would all be ourselves. We're a bunch of musicians as well, and we're under the name of Dalton Robinson. You can find us on Spotify. Now, most of the music that you'll hear on stream will not be on Spotify because we'll get hit with our own copyright from Spotify if we do play that, which is a pain in the arse, and we don't know how to navigate around that. So what you may find is you'll hear unreleased songs that we have, or you'll hear different versions of songs that have been released in order to navigate copyright issues. So yeah, there you go. Currently on my stream, there's a song we're living to is called Live, Survive, Die.
I haven't even been playing music. I've actually had it off for a while.
I mean, I've just got a big long playlist going now.
Yeah, that's what I normally do. I'll take on. Let me see.
Oh, he teaches music as his day job.
Thinking of me. You've just come on there. How can I find you on Spotify? Dalton Robinson.
Sorry if I got the music too loud. He says, "Hang on, I'll turn that down." Yeah, everybody says that about me. I can never tell.
Having a little trouble hearing. Oh yeah. Dalton Robinson on Spotify. You know what? Let me create something in the bot. Hang on a second. That's what I'll do. I'll stick a link in.
Yeah, so he teaches. Paul, you teach music. That's brilliant. As in, like a school teacher, or different what? Because we would have maybe my mic too. Yeah, I also think it's partly me. I think sometimes I don't talk or speak that loudly. Maybe need to go full streamer and just go over the top. You know what I mean, man? I'm so excited.
Check your sim. Check your sim volume 2.
Sim volume. Well, I'll tell you what. Show me your sim volume. I'll match yours.
Oh, mine's set to 15 on. No, not in the game. Mine's set to 15 on Windows Mixer.
Windows Mixer. Just don't like messing around with Windows Mixer.
Yeah, I teach school band.
You know, every time I come out of the start menu, it does something to my throttle.
Oh yeah.
Keeps telling me to check gear. Oh, I've got a fuel warning here. Hang on.
What am I looking for? The bot? Where's my bot?
Yeah, let me bring that field back up.
Find it.
Right, so field issue sorted.
Custom. Okay, let's see. New command.
So, let's see, you teach in a school band, right? Okay. Very interesting. Well, what music do we play? What do we not play?
I know.
We really do all sorts. That's everything from what would maybe described as like indie, pop, rock, alternative with a mixture of 80s synth. And yet we also do orchestral music too. So
That didn't work.
I've popped out your chat.
Paul, if you come into my chat, and put in exclamation point music, it'll bring up the Spotify link. Or if you can, you might. I've just done it and it's worked, so you might see it in my chat, and the link is there. That sounds like my jam, actually. There you go. Oh, my sim's getting really
yeah,
choppy
so
here.
there's I listen to a lot of Hindi and electronic music. Yeah, we do a mixture of that, so we do. I need to adjust my head here, so there wasn't really that.
I've flown past the airport again.
Check view.
So hang on, let me just check my course.
Scenery here is amazing.
Need to go up at least more 1,000 here.
Check view.
That worked for him, so it did. Yeah, so indie, pop, rock with synth elements, stuff in there, but we also have orchestral stuff now, but we don't have any other of the orchestral stuff up on Spotify yet. Do you know, that was actually something I wanted to talk with you about.
Oh yeah.
Should we maybe just start releasing just, all orchestral stuff under Dalton Robinson as well, or?
Yeah, I think we should do. We could probably do an album, or at least an EP.
Check view.
Yeah.
Because there's enough there. Like there's what probably.
Like I was just going through, some of the stuff from my side.
Check view.
Just give you all a Spotify follow, and we'll check out when I get a chance. Thanks very much, Paul. Appreciate that.
Thank you, man.
I'm gonna have to run here. If you're looking forward to having back on one of these days, just absolutely. And as I say, if you are on and you're looking to fly with us somewhere on, then jump in and fly along with us. Always be Southeast Asian server, and yeah, we'll go from there. But thank you very much for
Yeah, thanks for coming in.
your time, and for following us as well. And say we'll keep you updated in terms of music ways, what we're going to do here, because we're sort of just trying to work it all out. We've been enjoying Flight Sim too much here, and we've sort of taken a break on music. So I'll try and work out a balance between the two. So well, yes, thanks very much, Paul.
Nice,
Pleasure
Paul. Have
having
a good day.
Right, so not too far here from the runway.
I'm on the downwind. I'm about to go into the base leg here. There's this pitches all over the place. Oh, I gotta sort this out. Yeah, I don't like these flight controls at all. They're terrible. Really, really bad.
Yeah. Yeah. It's it is a wee bit arcadey, but just too sensitive, I think.
Yep, very sensitive.
A bit
I
too
mean, it could be just as you say the controls, but Yeah, so it's very, yeah, very sensitive.
I should approach B here. I'm thinking mountains are lower at the left here. I might swing left to go right. That's- Oh, there's a big texture patch that hasn't loaded in there. My goodness, look at the state of that. Wow.
Check
Seeing that?
Yep, terrible. It's shocking.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. You want to see, like, you know, for as much as we do slate this game, if it's texture issues, take a Spider-Man game there, playing it, and our RAM, these, so you can change different costumes in it, and it changes the costume, and it doesn't render his costume in, and instead it renders him as a small cube, maybe about,
Right.
you know, a 12th, a 15th the size of what the body should be, maybe a
Right.
10th, you know, say a 10th of what the body should be. And but you can just operate them as normal, so you swing around and fight as this small cube, you know. And I took a clip of it and put it up on YouTube, and yeah, it's just funny, like, it's so, I'm going like, that's a AAA game there, it's a multi-million-pound game, and
Yeah.
it's like,
But-
it's actually, I've found so many glitches in that game, so I have.
But you have a good point about Flight Sim. Like, it's a, you know, it's a 1-to-1 scale of the world. You know what I mean? And we're like, oh, bloody, that tile hasn't loaded in. It's like,
I know.
right, that one tile, yeah, you know, like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we are pretty critical, but that's just the way it goes. It's critical. It's constructive criticism.
It is.
So, landing rate, as in flow, just give me 53 feet per minute, which is less than what I had earlier.
Right.
And LRM give me 30. So it is a bit random sometimes, that
Yeah.
thing. Although I'll tell you what, though, I can definitely set this thing down a lot easier and a lot better than I can set the TBM down. I've
Yeah.
noticed. So far anyway.
I still can't actually see that runway yet. Let's see. Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, it's pretty narrow.
I think.
There's almost-
Is the runway heading out towards the water? Is it?
Sort of. Yeah, sort of. Yeah, pretty much. If you follow the water in, it'll take you down to the runway. It's just off a slight angle. I was going to ask you something. Have you had a look at the Boeing 717 that was released by Captain Sim?
No, but is that? I think I've heard about this. It's awful.
Not only is it awful, and the reason why
It like doesn't even.
like the reason why I come into my head there is there's one parked at Kern Valley here.
Somebody bought that.
It's based on Airbus systems.
Right.
It's a Boeing
Boeing
717, and they've literally
Yeah.
they've put Airbus systems in it. They put the default 320 systems in it. Like, explain
Yeah.
that one to me. Like, it's just
Wow.
those guys, they should not be allowed to be producing
Nah.
anything. Like, it's a complete and utter disgrace. No,
Yeah,
not to
they're
get away with
scammers,
it.
like.
It's unbelievable.
Absolute scammers.
Absolutely unreal. There we go. Pack up the Kern Valley. Shut this bad boy down. Let's see. So, right. Let's go.
This bloody thing
do
keeps
this
telling me to
reverse.
check my gear. I don't need to check my gear, love. I know my gear's there. I know where it is. I don't need to put it down yet.
Off. Turn all the environmentals off. You can shut down.
Getting a lot of stuttering here coming
I
up.
know I've my sim desperately needs restart, but I'm gonna go to bed anyway. So, it's yeah, it's actually okay. It's just not as smooth as what it should be. You know what I mean? Like I didn't actually get any stutters. It's just I've had frame rate drops. So,
Yeah.
so that's all off. Right, let's see grind ops. Let's get a bit of stuff going here. So we want security and shocks. Does the engine stop? No, it hasn't stopped yet. Oh, get the lights off. So we want to go GPU connect red carpet. Why not? Put our covers on, and I want to get unload real time. Yep. That didn't really work.
Yeah, I'm still not seeing this runway. Oh, there's there. Right.
So where's ground? Yeah. Is there? Oh, hang on. Packs, cargo. Right. Where's SUVs? Maybe you can't put them in. Maybe have to load them in. Okay, well, I'll leave it there for now. Just check that. So reset. That's better. And then cover it off. Okay, that's fine. There we go. So there we are. So that was that was my first kind of trip. Well, both of our first trip in
100 to 60 there.
60 on LRM.
No. Let's have a wee look at LRM. LRM got 143. What?
Yeah, it's just so it's mad, isn't it? It's so you don't know what to expect.
Doesn't make any sense. I was expecting that to be down about 10 or something or so. It felt really, really smooth too. Like, you know, it looked good.
It's just mad. Yeah, so saying there, so there we go. First flight done, or first couple of flights done of I'm sure many in the M500. Oh, let's say we'll end up doing. I'll probably use it for another couple of bush legs.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the moment I'm preferring the 850 at the moment. But
I'm gonna reinstall the 850 again, so I am, and hope for the best. Yeah.
Yeah, and again, to be fair, you know, this thing we haven't really checked it out, right? So we've gotta. I wanna get it all stream for a couple of days and during the week and stuff, and you know, get into it. You know, go through it in detail, see what it can do, what it can't do. I might even have a look at my sensitivity settings and all bits and pieces just to give it a bit of a chance, because I do feel like it's got like I love this tablet. You know, it's
yeah.
I think there's a lot of potential here, and you know what, I actually need to refamiliarize myself with the Garmin 1000 as well. I haven't really used that in a while. Some of those systems, so no, there's plenty to get stuck into, I think, and like the detail and the textures inside are amazing. I haven't even looked at that properly.
Yeah,
they look unbelievable, to be honest.
Parker up here.
Emergency the exits. Is that what? What's this? You know you can pull the window shades down. How good is that? Brilliant.
There you go.
There's also like pop-out tray tables now, like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like it deserves a good thorough, you know, come back to you in a week or two. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so much here, you know.
Yeah, I get that. So if we look at the ground, so let's check this red carpet. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Look at
Yeah,
that.
I know.
That's really funny.
No, it's pretty cool. So it is.
Yeah, lovely proper Explorer. Well, it's got USB 3. That's always a good start. So it is, you know.
Is there USB-C?
Not there. There isn't. Let's see if there's here. No, not seeing any. So. Oh, bit of a delay in the button there. There we go. That's fantastic. There we go. Right, so we have landed. We've done our return trip from Kern Valley as part of Firefly Airs. New monthly schedule from Lake Tahoe and Kern Valley, California. Yeah, that was it was interesting trying out that new plane there, the M500, the Piper M500. Arcadey little plane, but we may fly that at another time. I think later we'll try the TPM 850 again.
I was thinking maybe later we'll do a couple of short hauls and maybe take the Phoenix out.
Oh yeah, well I'm always for that now.
We haven't done
Tell me twice.
Yeah, we haven't done a stream. We've been doing a lot of GA stuff, so we haven't done an airliner one in a while.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll do that. We'll take a beloved Phoenix back out again.
Yeah.
Check Phoenix, see if there's been any recent updates to it.
No, there was one due. There was a significant update due. That Block 2 update was due last week, but there was an announcement on the Discord saying they were pushing it back. It wasn't ready, so it'll probably be the end of this month. But yeah, so we'll do the GA planes for the bush legs, and then we'll do the airliners for the short hauls. Airliners are business jets, and then medium and long hauls you can sort them out yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean that sounds good. Right. Well, I think that will do us for now. Should be on again later for another stream. And thanks to Paul for jumping in, give us a follow, and engaging with us throughout, and for checking out the music as well. All right, folks. So that will do me for now, and I will see you all later.
I'll see you in a few hours. I'm gonna get some sleep. But yep, thanks for jumping in, and that was another good couple of flights. So looking forward to the next one. So take care. Have a good day and weekend, and we'll be back in a few hours time.